oh, that's pandan. Oh, that's durian. I like the freedom playing around with different flavors. That's the main reason why I wanted Folds to be what it is. A place where we can just create what we want and share it with other people. When you first start, obviously you're gonna have that hype. People come through the door, always. Hype dies. Yeah, okay, people slowly trickle in. Some people might not keep coming. Do people enjoy what we do? But then Jason's always there, like, you know, in the ear, like, you can do this. No matter what people tell you, just try. And okay, yeah, you do it a few times. If you really think, okay, you can't do it, just keep going a little bit more. Take a break maybe if you need to, and then just start all over again if you need. Welcome to Folds. It's Folds Patisserie in Auckland on Dominion Road. My name's Wendy. Thanks for coming in. I was born in Malaysia, like Miri, and then I moved to Brunei. I grew up there, and yeah, Folds was to share like those flavors with locals, which is quite hard because it's just getting the foot through the door, I suppose, like trying to get them to understand like what we do and the flavors we have here. Funny you say that because last week, I think Henry was saying, there was a guy who came in and he was like I think it was our Samantha's jelly cake, and he was like, that looks repulsive. And I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, but I guess other people have enjoyed it. So Nasi Lemak tart was something that me and my sister came up with. It was our way of trying to bring Asian high tea. We had like a long list of things that we wanted to make, but Nasi Lemak tart was one that we both were like, okay, this definitely needs to go on. And because high tea is dainty, so it's made up of tart shell, and then you've got the sambal in the center, which is your sambal frangipan. And then we didn't want to just put fresh cucumbers, so we made like a cucumber jelly out of it, and then pan-fried ikan bilis around it to add that extra crunch and texture. And then we top it off with egg mayo. Oh my god, this reminds me of a Nasi Lemak. Like genuinely, I think when we did our first high tea, that was the thing that everyone said was their favorite thing to eat, because it's literally a Nasi Lemak in a plate. I find back home is a lot more about status and who you know and all the connections you have. Whereas coming to New Zealand, Auckland, I'm like, nobody knows me, nobody knows who you are. But just being able to build up on that has been quite nice to slowly, yeah, get out there and just, yeah, share it.
I guess the whole point of doing these flavors is just to bring Southeast Asian flavors to Auckland, and then just trying to bring it out to like a broader audience. Yeah. A lot more people are doing it now than before. That's what I've noticed. My favorite thing would be well, it's not Southeast Asian. I like the tiramisu. Yeah, Jason. So he's actually my partner. Yeah, so he's been helping out. He's helped out since the beginning. He's how Folds became what it is today. If I didn't really have him, I don't think we'd be where we are today. He's like supported this whole thing throughout from the get-go, because I firstly started at home and it would like take over the whole house. So he kind of knew that I wanted something where I didn't have to do it from home. Yes, it was nice that he like understood and supported what I wanted to do. Like, it's so funny how you do food and he does food. So yeah, it's like, I don't know.
I mean, so I studied in Wellington, in Le Cordon Bleu. My sister actually did it too in London. And then I saw her doing it and I was like, okay, this is definitely something I wanted to do. Kaya croissant was something that was what I've always wanted to do. So it's our take on like an almond croissant, but like elevated, I suppose. So similar to like an almond frangipane, but we fill it with a coconut one. And then we make our own kaya and fill it inside as well. And it's just like an indulgent thing to eat. I've always enjoyed baking. Pastries and croissants and all that was something we've enjoyed. Yeah, and then we use those ideas and techniques in that way for us. And we just wanted to mesh the two together and try and, yeah, offer it a different take on it.
What's your name and what do you do here?
Oh, so I'm Henry. I'm just a little diverse part-time, I guess you can call me. I say that to everyone. Everyone always asks me if I'm Malaysian. And whenever they ask me, like, oh, what kind of place is this? I've never really seen that. I'm like, oh, it's a Malaysian patisserie. They're like, you Malaysian? I go, no.
Henry in 3 words. Energetic, pretty bubbly, and just overall like genuine. Like you can kind of tell who our regulars are when he comes in. He just knows who they are and just like recognizes them, and which is quite nice. And they just, yeah, always come back. Swiss rolls were how we first started, actually. Firstly, we used to make whole cakes, and then when we did markets, we wanted to find a way to bring things to the market that were easy and transportable. So we started off with Swiss rolls, and a lot of people really enjoy eating ube or taro, and that's what we grew up eating as well. So we wanted to like mesh the two. It's our take on like a caramel flan, I suppose, but with ube. So it's got like a caramel jelly in the center and caramel ganache, and then just an ube sponge and ube cream inside. People are like, slowly more people are coming to understand what we do and like Asian flavors in general. So it's nice to see them like willing to try it out. It's nice to know that people, yeah, like our food, like who we are, and just willing to get to know us as a whole. Before this, I was actually studying architecture, but I didn't enjoy it, nor did I do well in it. So I think that kind of knocked my confidence, and then that put me in a place of, oh, what am I gonna do? But I knew I always enjoyed baking, and it was just trying to get my parents to see that this is what I wanted to do. But I guess my mom saw that I enjoyed baking, and that's all I did. So she kind of just let me go. And then they saw what I could do, and from that they were like, okay, this must be something for you. And they've supported me. Eventually they understood that this is what I wanted to do. Portuguese egg tarts. So that's something my sister would used to make, and I wanted to bring it back here too. So it was something that we've enjoyed eating, and yeah, we're trying to bring more people to try it out pretty much. So when you cut it open, you can see like all the layers of butter and the pastry inside it. So the way you do it is not the same as a croissant where it's within it. We kind of press it so it's like inwards and around, I suppose. And then we fill it inside so it all gets baked at the same time so that it kind of rises and puffs really nicely. And you can technically see the layers when you look at the egg tart itself. So lamington was our way of meshing the two, the Kiwi and then Malaysian Asian. It's typically with cream inside, but we wanted to steer away from that. Similar to like Malaysian kuehs. So we thought a jelly center would be nice. And because, you know, for Asians, they don't like something too sweet. So having that salty coconut jelly in the center was quite nice. And our sponges are more similar to chiffon. Yeah, so we've got the cake layer and then you've got the coconut jelly and then another cake layer on top, and then it's covered in like a coconut and kaya cream. Quite a few people buy it as well is because it's dairy free. There's actually quite a lot of Asians who can't take dairy. So I think that's one of the easiest things to get a person to try because it sounds familiar but not really at the same time. Well, what I find hard is staying relevant, keeping up with the trends, the ongoing trends, and staying true to who we are. Well, I guess it's about passion, I would say, and as long as you're willing to, I guess, be brave in a way, just willing to take a step and like show what you can do, and just getting word out there is, yeah. It's like actually from starting from the bottom to getting to the top, you got all that step to go through.
Hey everyone, it's Justin here from StoryBites, and I just want to say, if you're still watching up till this point, thank you so much. It means the world to me personally, and also the rest of us here at the team. But I just wanted to acknowledge and appreciate Wendy, Jason and Henry and the whole team over at Folds Patisserie for your generosity in sharing your story with us. But there's something in particular about this story that matters a lot to me, and that's the fact that both my parents are also from Malaysia, and coming to New Zealand they didn't have much. And in the 1990s there wasn't a lot available in regards to ingredients that could remind people of what home tasted like. And so in appreciation to the work Wendy has done, I just want to say thank you, Wendy, for taking a punt on New Zealand and bringing your culture and your heritage and your flavours to the table. A lot of Kiwis still don't know what sambal tastes like or what the flavour of pandan actually means. They say it's the vanilla of Southeast Asia. I agree completely. And I think the work you're doing is awesome. So keep up the incredible work, and we just want to bless you and acknowledge that you're doing an incredible job. So to anybody else out there who might have migrated into New Zealand and you might have come from another country or another culture, back yourself. Believe in the flavours that you can bring to the table and just show people what you can do. Thanks so much for watching, and we hope to see you next time.